Yo, you already know who it is. Price Rob Migos podcast in the building. Sunday afternoon episode. We coming to y'all live as usual.
All right, Nate, I just got to stop you right there,
All right.
right quick. So, because if you look at my background, because if you've been following baseball for a little minute, you will see that my Cardinals, even though today, don't look at today, just don't worry about today.
Not gonna pay attention.
Uh, they were on like a nice little streak. We got the series win against the Royals, but as you see, like you got the tarps off Terrace right there at Busch Stadium. So because of that, I want to show my solidarity with Stephen F. Austin. Shout out to Stephen F. Austin, their baseball team, who we ain't gonna talk about what happened to them today either. But they basically showed solidarity at Busch Stadium. So I'm gonna be tarps off for this episode of Ramigos podcast.
Bro. My boy said tarps off for the show. Tarps off for the show. And there you go. Rob, tarps off for the show. Get his Petey Pablo on, goddamn it.
Busch Stadium.
Busch Stadium.
Take his shirt off. Whip around the head.
You already
like
know.
a helicopter.
Bro. Rob said he has to go tarps off for the Cardinals. He's in the building today. And just like that, we're going to jump into it. NBA. Look, it's something that we saw people talking about online. And I'm pretty sure Rob is with me because we kind of discussed this a little bit. But we do not agree with some of you people who feel that Ant leaving early in the game, dapping up everybody, and then leaving, it was a disrespectful thing. Look, Minnesota was getting their ass thrashed. Okay? Wasn't no coming back. Coming back. Ant knew, hey man, look, it's over with for us. I'm going to shake everybody's hand. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of there. I'm going to hit the showers early because we ain't coming back. Look, Chris Finch had already emptied the bench, bro. We knew Ant and them wasn't going back. And did he leave too early? No. Not in my opinion. He knew that this was game over. Spurs were the better team. Spurs made it out. It was what it was at that. So for all you people out there who keep saying, hey, this was disrespectful, he left, this was not Mike. This was not what y'all deemed to be Mike and Isaiah like, dog. That's not what this was. This wasn't even close to that. This was not remotely close to that. What Isaiah and them did was they were upset that they finally lost. And they decided, hey, we not gonna shake their hands. We not gonna do this, even though Mike and them took them ass whoopings in the beginning like champs. We not taking our ass when we leave. This is not the same thing. Do not compare these two situations. This is not even close to being on the same plane. Leave it alone. You're reaching. You're reaching way too much with that.
Yeah.
For sure. Anything you wanted to add to that, Rob?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, this basically with Ant, I think if you basically didn't watch the game, you would basically think that, yeah, of course, Ant basically dapping them up with 8 minutes to go. Why the fuck would you do that? So here's what it was. Like Nate said, they emptied the bench. So it literally, like, Ant didn't log another minute within the game. Like, it literally, he sat there as his team was basically getting, essentially rolling out the game. Like, you had to play all those minutes of the game. Because of anything else, probably would have just dipped. Because, like they said, they were getting their ass spanked. There was no chance of them basically coming back in the game at all. 2, I think that basically, in which it was the case, Ant basically was like, I feel mad about this loss. I'm going to dap y'all up early.
Yep.
And I'm going to split as soon as this game is over, which that's exactly what he did. He said, all right, hey, let me show y'all respect, which is what he said in the press conference. I'm going to show y'all respect, and I'm out. You know, wasn't like how it was with the Pistons, where it's like their motherfuckers leaving the court like as soon as basically MJ basically gives them they fucking walking papers and everything like that. So yeah, man, like Ant just basically said, hey, I'm gonna do it this way. I know Udonis Haslem basically made comments in the post game saying, you you have to basically be in solidarity with your troops. What solidarity? Like the only difference that basically happened is if basically Ant did that after the game is that it would have been after the game.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't anything that was like, oh, I'm showing the white flag and my team's not. The coach already showed the white flag. The coach basically said, hey, we're done here because you wouldn't empty your bench if otherwise. Like it's game 7, like or not? Was it game 6 or 7?
It was 6. I want to say.
Yeah, it's game. I think it was game 6, but it was a closeout game. So unless basically the coach is like, hey, these bench players who barely play has a better chance than my all-star, I don't understand like what you basically got to get mad about. The game was over for all intents and purposes. The only difference was Ant just said it more explicitly than what the coach did. And really, he said the same thing. Like, it was just like, you know what? We could see. Good job, Spurs. Good luck on the next round. And that was really it. But no, and what Ant did was just fine. I have no problem with it. It was different. I'll give them that. Like, I'll give anybody that criticizes Ant. It was that. It was different. But overall, it was just a speeding up of the inevitable, which was Ant saying, hey, y'all won, y'all got us. Good luck on the next round. Exactly. I think that was still sportsmanship. It just wasn't sportsmanship in the way that you thought it was going
to be. Exactly. Now, jumping from that to this. I'm too ready. Chet versus Wemby tomorrow night. It starts. Big 7-footers. The big 7-footers gonna get to it. It's gonna be Chet versus Wemby, Shea versus Stephon. This is gonna be the matchup to me, Rob. To me, this is my NBA Finals.
Yes,
this is my NBA Finals.
I agree
because I believe whoever wins here is gonna beat the next team. Yep. Which I will talk about the East Coast in a second. Who do you feel like can pull this off, Rob? Chet versus Wemby. We going in. Is this 6 or 7 games? How does this play out? Or how would you want it to play out?
I would love for it to be 11 games. I would love for Spurs versus Thunder to be a best of 11. I want that. I want it as much as possible. I want Chet versus Wemby. Because if y'all don't understand, because I know people have been saying, especially because congratulations to SGA on the second straight MVP. Mm-hmm. But people are basically saying that this is SGA versus Wemby because they're trying to get into the algorithm. So they put 2 names that are more recognizable together and basically saying that it's much more, it gives them more views and everything like that. So it's not as if, they just basically going after what the actual rivalry is, which is Chet versus Wemby. No, they go after the 2 recognizable names. So that's why people doing that. When Victor Wembanyama and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander do not have any level of rivalry. They seem like they actually would be very close aligned, especially when it comes political, or I don't know about political. I don't know what the fuck SGA likes, to be completely honest with you. But they seem like they would get along like more kindred spirits. No, Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren hate each other. They do not like each other. If you ever watch them play, there's a lot of animosity between them. There's a lot of frustration between them. Like, these 2 motherfuckers do not like each other. They don't. And so this is what the actual rivalry is. And different than what SGA versus Wemby would be. They play basically the same position. Chances are Wemby is going to guard Chet. Chet is going to guard Wemby. Unless they want to basically have some level of giving somebody the off time kind of thing and having them on somebody else. But no, these 2 motherfuckers, I really see basically being at each other. Like, I know we talked about, hey, there might be a one-on-one tournament, like for All-Star game, like, who would want to do that? If basically they actually make a one-on-one tournament, those 2 motherfuckers gonna call each other out. They don't like each other. This is actually what you would want as far as, like, if you're an NBA fan, if you're a sports fan, this is what you want. You want 2 guys that are competitors, that are similar size, and basically have a history because they've been playing with each other since they were kids. And basically going in different tournaments at each other because Chet's representing the USA, Victor's representing France. These 2 guys have basically been kindred spirits of hate with each other. This is what we want. This is what the NBA Finals should be. If we could basically reseed everything and make it to where, like, a BCS style, this is what I would want. I would want Chet versus Wemby for 7 games. So you did ask me, who do I think is going to basically pull it out?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying Thunder in 7.
Saying
I
Thunder
think
and
Thunder
7.
have. I think the Thunder, even though the Spurs have had their number all season, I think the Thunder, whether presently constructed, with hopefully Jalen Williams coming back, and basically being a part of this lineup, I think you have even though it's kind of gonna be weird because like he hasn't played in a very long time. I think you have a much better. I think that they're going to basically pull it out better than the Spurs, even though the Spurs have been playing phenomenally. I just think that I think they're going to win it in 7.
So I agree with you. 7 games, multiple reasons. I believe that the Thunder will make this happen. I believe Jalen Williams is going to come back, but I think where he's going to get his boost is he might start on that second team coming in. I think he's going to be the guy because AJ Mitchell's playing really good right now. Unless they just need a defender or another body to come out there and help. Now, with that being said, this is going to be a hell of a series. This is going to come down to a few things. And some people are going to say maybe the refs. Look, it may be a foul call type situation, okay? It may be. But it's going to be, can Shai Gilgeous do what he does? Are his teammates going to get going? Are they going to implement the double big lineup that they have had at times with Hardenstein and Chet? How is this going to affect the Spurs? Who are they going to put down there to fight for boards with Hardenstein whenever they go to the double big lineup? I think these are things that will give OKC the advantage. I think the Spurs defensively, whenever they're locked in, they are very, very, very good defensively. Will the reigning MVP allow you to make him change his game? If he doesn't allow you to make him change his game and he gets to his spot, he gets calls, he does what he needs to do, this is going to be a long series for the Spurs. It's going to be a long series. And starting tomorrow, I suggest everybody log in. Clear your goddamn time. Be ready. Because at 7:30 tomorrow, Spurs Thunder, like you said, Spurs done had their number all season. But we know playoff ball is a different thing. Playoff ball is always a different thing. You can beat somebody during the regular season. It don't mean that you're going to automatically win come playoff time. I think we lock in. I think game 1 at home, I think the Spurs gonna be in it till the third quarter. And I think fourth quarter game 1, Shai Gilgeous is gonna have one of those games, and he's gonna say, "I'm going up 1-0. Let me get my series. It might be 7 games, but I'm gonna get this one done."
And Jalen Williams is a go for the series.
See, there you go. It's gonna be an issue over there. Now, on the flip side, tonight. Game 7, Cavs Pistons. Okay. Something happened in the last game, Rob, that I did not expect to happen.
What's that?
Jalen Duren finally showed his ass for a double-double. 15 and 11 was effective. The Pistons got to the rim as a team. They made it happen. I don't know. And this is just a wild theory that not many people have thought about. I think Jalen Duren Powers might have been taken by Tobias Harris.
Really?
Some Monstars type shit, bro. Let me explain to you why. Tobias Harris started balling out of control, okay, during these playoffs, and Jalen Duren was nowhere to be seen. People don't realize Tobias Harris was out there just showing out, and then all of a sudden, last game, he only gets 6 points, but Jalen Duren gets a double-double, 15 and 11. Might have zapped his powers for a minute, bro. I don't know.
I mean, is this a 10-4 do-rag situation, or are you just
saying? It's a 10-4 do-rag type situation, bro. It's a 10-4 do-rag type situation.
My shit on.
Tobias might have took his powers, bro. He might have took his powers for a little, and then he gave him back. He said, "The team needs you more than they need me."
So they trading Powers.
They might be over there trading power because look, let me read something to you.
Go ahead.
Before Jalen Duren had that good game, Tobias had 13 last game, 13-6. All right, game. He had 16 the game before, 21 the game before, 21 the game before. Tobias was out there putting up numbers. Tobias said, "Y'all gonna call me NBA J. Cole for a reason."
Ugh.
And then all of a sudden he started to decline, and it's like, they must have had a little power transfer. He's like, I give it back to you. You need this more than me. Take this. You go back to doing what we need you to do. And Duran had an efficient game, 7 to 10, 15 points, 11 boards. Now it could be more to it than that, but that's what it looked like. But tonight we do see if Detroit can close this out. I will say this.
But
If Detroit beats the Cavs tonight, I look at this like this. This may not be a failed experiment for the Cavaliers, but it will be what I told you, Rob. They have to learn to get off their ass whenever the three's not dropping. The same thing that put Boston out could be the same thing that puts the Cavs out tonight. You keep settling for threes. You keep settling for threes. You keep trying to get threes. If it's not dropping, get to the rack. Do what you need to do. Get to the hole. But do I think tonight is going to be a good game? Yes. Do I know who's going to win? No. But I will say this. It looks like the Pistons got the juice right now.
Yeah.
The Pistons got the juice.
I see an old school score coming out of this game, dog. I think it's going to be like, I don't think either team going to get to 100. I think there's going to be a lot of pucker factor going on. Like a lot of sphincter squeezing because there is like, I think both teams have something that they basically got to like come up with and like really like essentially like go with. So what I'm trying to say is I can't find the word. James Harden has to prove himself to not be a playoff choker. James Harden basically has to show that I am somebody that, yes, I'm one of the 75 best players in the NBA history, but I'm also in a former MVP, but I'm also somebody that you can count on when it comes down to it. Because, like, I've been hearing a lot of people make, like, comparisons to James Harden. James Harden right now is Clayton Kershaw. Not as great as what Clayton Kershaw is, but like if y'all remember what Clayton Kershaw was doing before he won in 2020, that motherfucker in the playoffs was giving up motherfucking stinkers in the goddamn playoffs when it mattered most. Whether it was the NLCS or the NLDS, that motherfucker was fucking up. James Harden basically, but he's a legit first ballot Hall of Famer. James Harden is the same exact thing. James Harden is a legit first ballot Hall of Famer, but puts up stinkers when it matters most. Now, the games before that, he does pull up great performances, but when it matters most, just like the last closeout game, he puts up stinkers. Even though he had like 23, but had like 8 turnovers. The thing he has to prove himself with that. On the other side, even though the Pistons basically came in with low expectations, they are the number 1 seed, and they are at home, and this is the time to close out this series. They basically clawed back to get it to game 7. This is the time that they got to prove not only that we're not just a flash in the pan, but we're here to stay, and we're here to stay in these playoffs. This is the nut cutting time right now. Who is going to be the one to do it? And I think both of them going to have it on their mind, and both of them going to basically shoot like 15 for 100 from the field because they just both nervous as fuck, got everything on the line, and basically, yeah, we're going to probably see like a 79-73 game. No, it ain't going to be that bad. I would say if I could predict the score, I would say it's probably going to be 95-89 Pistons.
Okay.
No. I'm going to go with the Cavs this time because I'm going to say Cavs going to basically pull it out. So 95-89 Cavs.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you something. And I had to go back and double check to make sure I was right. The Knicks may want the Cavs more than they want Detroit. And I'm going to explain to you why.
Go ahead.
The Knicks have beaten the Cavs 2 out of 3 regular season.
Okay.
They have not been closer than 15 to Detroit all season. Means they have lost every game to Detroit by 15 or more. And these are games with Jalen Brunson, with Cat, with their lineup. They have lost like that. 15 or more every game. The closest game is 15 points. So I'll say this. New York may be praying for Cleveland to pull this out. Granted, it wasn't but one game I want to say that they played Cleveland James Harden. But outside of that, they have beaten the Cavs on the regular. They have not beaten Detroit at all during the regular season. It's been 15 plus ass whippings, including one that I want to say was like almost a 40-point ass whipping. It was like 80 to 119 or something like that. It's something diabolical. So New York, well, look, it's 90 to 121. These are the scores. 90 to 121, 118 to 80, and 126 to 111. Those have been the scores, and Detroit has beat them every time. So they might want Cleveland over Detroit. Because I'm gonna say this. I think if the regular season even has a pinch of how this could turn out for the Knicks, Cade Cunningham could be the new Trae Young if he waltzes in there and puts the Knicks down in the Eastern Conference Finals. He could literally become the new Trae Young for them while Trae Young is still in the conference.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It could happen, bro. It could happen.
So I got a question for you. Because even like we talking about the Knicks, and we do have to have our obligatory LeBron question. Let's fast forward to October. Do you see LeBron James in orange, blue, and white?
Hell no.
Even if he's like, I've been wanting to do this my whole life. I grew up a Knicks fan because he grew up basically a fan of. He's that. I won't say what LeBron is because I'm gonna be me, but he's basically a guy that only follows certain people. And so, do you think that basically he uses this time to then become the Knicks guy that he's always wanted to be?
So my initial reaction is hell no. But then I thought about it for 1 second. LeBron already said Maverick Carter, which is his guy, says that he wants max money type money, $50 million. So the only way that I see them getting him would be maybe via trade. But I thought about this. If Cat is the trade piece, Lakers, I might take this. And I'm going to tell you why.
Go ahead.
Healthy Luka, if you can keep Austin Reeves and you got Cat, you can do away with DeAndre Ayton if you want at that point.
I don't see DeAndre Ayton lasting whether Cat is on the Lakers or not. But my thing was, I'm like, shit, if you got Luka and Cat, nigga, you might not need Austin Reeves. Like, I mean, your spacing is gonna be nice because you're gonna basically have another scorer and everything like that. Defensively, I mean, Cat has improved, I guess, defensively, but then you take him off of Mike Brown's defense. I don't know what that's gonna turn out to be. But I think, yeah, if you basically can swing that, like, shit, why not? That's why I'm saying, like, the loan thing would basically work out. Like, if basically the NBA adopted a loan idea, so like you just basically get, say, Cat for a year, or you get, maybe they say, hey, instead of Cat, we want Miles Bridges because of his defense. Like, you can get somebody for the year and then have LeBron go lead, like basically have his swan song with the team. He go in Madison Square Garden and they'll do stop spreading the news and all that good shit, you know. And so, like, I think it's like, yeah, I'm actually with you. Like, I can't see him being on the Knicks.
My thing is this: if Dolan, which he's not the best reputable owner, was to say, I don't want Cat, okay, and LeBron James the offer, I'm gonna be honest. It's two ways to look at this. I have LeBron playing in Madison Square Garden for a year, and I can make it to the playoffs. But there's a flip side to that. LeBron now has to fight all of the shit that's in the East
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't there
Yeah,
once
like
upon a
whoa,
time ago.
like look at all this shit here.
Yeah. So, are you willing to take the chance of him and Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges having a fight for their right in the East right now? Because Boston is going to try to make that thing probably work for them with Tatum and Brown. That's a great team right there.
Yeah.
You should walk through Philly. Philly got multiple
Mhm.
problems over there. The Cavs could be a problem for you. Depending upon where Giannis falls, it's a problem. Detroit has become a problem. as much as I hate to say it, Orlando, well, I don't hate to say it, Orlando has become a problem. Washington might be a problem if they're healthy. It is a lot of problems now in it. If Chicago can put pieces around Josh Giddey, that might be a problem. The Pacers, if they can get Halliburton back healthy and maybe make a move, they've been to the NBA Finals. They could be a problem. It's a lot of shit going on over there that could be a lot of problems right now. And I already got problems in the West. I don't know if I want to go to the East. I might just deal with the set of problems I got right now. And if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. I ride off into the sunset. Okay? I don't know if I'm LeBron James if I want to go deal with those problems right now because
Very
of
true.
because of the money that he feels like he should quote unquote get. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah, you producing at a high level, especially for a person in the NBA at your age. The problem is 25-point LeBron couldn't get it done because he's gonna need a star. He's gonna need a Brunson or somebody like that, and he's gonna need some supporting pieces. If I get rid of Cat or whatever I have to give up, is it going to be enough with them to get through this? That's the biggest question.
Yeah.
Or should I just, ponder retirement? If it's me, I'm pondering retirement. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm pondering
Ah,
retirement.
nah, he ain't. That nigga can go get one last season out of somebody.
Yeah,
That nigga is not gonna just retire. I'd put my shirt on if basically that nigga just retires.
yeah,
And watch, soon as I say that shit, it's gonna be something pop up and be like, put your shirt on, nigga.
yeah. But it's some crazy. It could be some craziness with what's going on over there. Now,
Yeah.
the next thing that I see that's on our list that we must talk about.
Go ahead.
White Sox.
See you, baby.
We see you over there, player. Doing your thing.
Especially especially because y'all got a walk-off win today. Like, got a walk-off homer against the motherfucking Cubbies, the crosstown in rivalry weekend. Like, see, y'all won the series against the Cubs, dog. The division, the NL division leading Cubs, which helps your boy and the people behind me out. So I appreciate that. But no, it's not only that, it's the fact of y'all are second in the American League Central. I mean, let me refresh my standings by a game, just a game. Y'all 2 games above 500. Y'all third in the league in home runs because y'all got the number 2 guy in home runs, Murataka Murakami, Munitaka Murakami,
Yeah.
excuse me. And y'all basically are fucking killing it, dog. Like, I like what the White Sox doing. We said it before. Like I said it in my excuse me, my AL Central preview that you guys were going to be a nice team to watch. I didn't think you were going to be a nice team as far as winning, but I thought you guys were going to be a nice team to watch. And y'all have basically shown the damn thing. And I also love Munitaka Murakami because I'm a person that loves to see people persevere. The thing about Murakami when he came into the league was people saying that he might not be able to catch up to the fastball, to catch up
Mm-hmm.
to the speed within MLB. He said that basically he had a lot of swing and miss to him, that it was going to come into play. And sure enough, this motherfucker has been absolutely raking, raking in his first season in MLB. And I look, I love to see people basically overcome other people doubting them. I put it on Blue Sky earlier this week. That I love the thing I love about Jordan Walker is that basically he basically looked failure in the face and beat that bitch ass. I love athletes that just basically see failure, see things that they gotta overcome, and they beat that bitch's ass. I love seeing that shit. And granted, Murakami is fourth in MLB in strikeouts, but mind your business, lady. That we ain't gonna talk about that. He is still number 2 in home runs. So, it's fine. It'll be all right. Just like his countryman Shohei, who isn't near the top in strikeouts, which is actually new because that nigga strikes out a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean Murakami, White Sox, we see you, baby. Keep doing your thing. Hopefully it keeps going because I love watching, or the games that I do see, I like watching y'all.
Yeah.
And I rather watch y'all than the Guardians. No shade to the Guardians. I just don't really like y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, just don't really like you.
I don't know what it is about the Guardians. Even when they had their other name, dog, I don't really care for them.
To be honest, I'd rather be an Indian than a Guardian. I'm just throwing it out there.
Nah, they got it right. Because yeah, we at Bramigos don't endorse caricatures of Native Americans and basically the racist shit. Yeah, so you're good as Guardians. Granted, there are better names out there. So and not just taking a Deans, kind of name. So basically, you could still have that kind of suffix. But be that as it may, I don't know what it is about him. It's like, yes, I got Jose Ramirez, but it's like I don't really care. I mean, Angel Martinez has been fine this season. Chase the Laudner's been good. Like Gavin Williams has been cool. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. I can't really say why I don't like y'all. It's not even if it ain't even to where I don't like y'all. It's to where I don't care about you. I just don't really care to have you in my space. Even though you guys win, and I love it when you guys had Terry Francona as your manager and everything like that. I just don't care for y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I understand, Rob. I understand. Now, we got to talk a little bit of MMA. MVP MMA 1 went on last night, Rob. And I got to say this. I looked at the list. People got paid. Minimum 40,000 for the up-and-comers. People like Francis made 1.5. Ronda made 2.2. Carano made 1.1 or 1.07, something like that. When people got paid last night, Nate Diaz caught $500,000, Mike Perry caught 400,000. It was pretty good, but what caught my eye the most was Francis back, the Predator's back. He's knocking people out. He got him a knockout. He was looking nice. Felipe took one to the chin. And I gotta say kudos to Francis not dropping down, ground and pounding him after he hit him. He knew Felipe was done. He let him stay. Then he went on to call out John Jones. I was like, that would be the matchup of matchups for me to see. Francis was looking good. I think John is still in good shape. If John and Francis, I don't know who. Look, Ala Sheik, I need you to make this happen right now. I need you to make this happen with the Saudi money right now. I need you to go in there and say that you're going to give each one of them $5 million apiece. We'll come up with the rest of the card after.
That rap money.
Yeah, we'll come up with the rest of the card after that, okay? We'll figure this out, okay? This is one of them ideas where I just need to see it. If I can see Jones versus Ngannou to see who's going to make this happen and who comes out on top, this will be one of the best MMA matches I could see. I'd enjoy this beyond and above things that I want to see MMA wise, okay? Now, just as quick as Francis ended one in the first round, it went even quicker for the women. Ronda Rousey went out there and went and got an armbar in 17 seconds, Rob. 17 seconds with the armbar, okay? Was it a great win? Yes. Did it get paid a great amount of money? Yes. For 17 seconds of work to make $1 million, would I do it? I'd take that armbar right now.
I mean, my tinfoil do rag ain't never came off, but I'm let them cook, because I mean, look, the fact of the matter of basically having your motherfucking top fighter, basically come in and just get beat that quick is like, it just screams nefarious necessities. But I'm gonna let him cook. So
You gonna let him cook with him?
yeah. I mean, look, I don't know. Like maybe they did the damn thing, and maybe she was just that good. And granted, like essentially, Carano hadn't fought in like 17 years.
Yeah.
Ronda hadn't fought in a decade. So I mean, they both it may very well be. And to be honest, is like I don't remember ever seeing Carano fight. I just remember hearing about like Carano fighting being a thing, because at that time it was the start of women actually getting to go in the ring or go in the octagon, because it was, I want to say it was at the time where Dana was still on his like no woman's gonna ever grace a UFC ring kind of bullshit, and then Ronda Rousey came in and basically tore the damn thing down.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean it was what it was. I didn't watch the fight. So
I did. It was, so this is what I'll say about the MVP promotion. It was on Netflix. Was it good? Yeah, it was one of the better things that I watched be live on Netflix. I'm not gonna lie to you. To see them be transparent, if everybody got paid what they put out there, and even some of the lower people got 40,000, that's good for them. They got that. Your bigger names got what they got. Yeah. Perry has a little bit of a name. He got 400,000. Nate Diaz got his 500,000. It was worth what it was. Okay. Now for Jake Paul to come out there and like he said, I'm coming for you, Dana. I'm coming for you. And then for Dana to tactically launch the fact that McGregor is fighting on the White House card was his touche moment. But I'll say this. Dana, you knew what the hell was going on, okay? You knew that people like Francis, people like Ronda, you kind of were beefed with Ronda whenever she went to wrestling at one point and she made her money and stuff like that. Look, you can't be mad at somebody for chasing the bag, okay? You can't be mad at them for chasing the bag, especially whenever you got it and you won't pay it to somebody, because you holding on to all of the money. Okay. Do I see this maybe being a threat to him? Possibly. Because he's in the one combat sport to me that, because of how he acts with people and what he said at times, makes you look at him like, I hope somebody else comes along and takes this from you so they can show you. Because it's been multiple people come out about him, about money and what he does and what he doesn't do, and it's always a money thing. And so look, where there's smoke, there has to be fire,
right?
Because it's always somebody talking about, hey man, he be playing with people money, And I never hear people say that about Fertitta and them. I always hear, especially when I hear Daniel Cormier talk about Fertitta, he always says, Fertitta was on point. We got paid. He likes it as champions to make $1 million. Blah blah blah. You hear stuff like that, and that's what I want to hear. I want to hear the fighter, the guy who's putting his life on the line. He's going out here. He's knocking somebody out. He's putting his body at risk. I want to hear that he's getting paid. If it's 500,000 of us tune in for this pay-per-view at goddamn $50 a pop, you have the money after overhead to make this happen, okay? Between that and live tickets and everything else, you have to, you make the money. Trust me, I know you make the money. Because if people saw the prices for the tickets at the Sphere, they'd say the same thing that I'm saying right now. So I hope that this does light a fire for him to either do better or sell it to somebody else who would do better. Which I don't think
Yeah,
he'll sell it. He's a TKO guy. You know that's what he does.
yeah, I agree.
Now we got one last thing that we want to talk about before we get about the show. I know the show is kind of short, but let me say this before we go. I could be right again this year. How many times have I already been right this year, Rob?
I
Okay,
think 3.
so for you who do not know, here at Bramigos Podcast, we
Let
always
me
make
count.
predictions.
Let
Yeah,
me count. You just talk.
yeah, just go ahead. I'm gonna talk. We make predictions on champions and who win events in major sports. And so far, your boy has been on fire.
I mean, nigga.
Yeah, your boy has been on fire. I've been doing my damn thing. I've been doing it. Doing it.
So let's
Count them
see.
up, bro.
I got 1 for Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
You got 1 for Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
Michigan men's team,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had Rory. Rory, that was 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Which, to be real, if the Spurs basically win the NBA championship, even though I said the Thunder was gonna win, if the Spurs actually do win, I'll get 1.
Yeah.
So, so,
So
and just for the record, all of these predictions were made January 4th.
yes.
Like this isn't like, oh, we predicted it right before the NBA playoffs, or we predicted it right. No, this is literally the start of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We predicted these people.
I was rolling dice early, and I had
Yeah.
already hit 3.
3,
If
nigga,
the Avalanche,
3.
if the Avalanche get past the Golden Knights and win the Stanley Cup, I will have 4. I will have 4 picks right this year,
Which
already by June.
the thing is, on the other side, you do got the Carolina Hurricanes, who basically haven't lost a game yet, or no? I think they swept both series.
I think they did. Hold up.
Yeah, because I was just looking at it earlier, but I can't remember if they swept both or what it was. But
4-0, yeah.
yeah. So they swept both series. So you going against a buzzsaw. Granted, Game 7 is tonight with the Sabres and the Canadiens, which that's fucking crazy, dog. Like the Sabres haven't won since the Dominic Hasek years. No, they didn't win that year. I don't think they ever won it. Have the Buffalo Sabres ever won it? I know the Canadiens haven't won it since, like, I think 1990. But the Buffalo Sabres may not have won it because they had Dominic Hasek, but they never were able to win a Stanley Cup. Yeah, a bunch of division titles. Nope, no Stanley Cups. That's crazy. Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw this out there though.
Shout out to the Dominator.
If Carolina makes it to the Stanley Cup, they split with the Avalanche during the regular season. So I got a good shot. I'm at a 50-50. All I gotta do is make it past the Golden Knights. I make it past the Knights, and I get 4. Yeah, I'm rolling along at that point. I'm rolling along. Yeah. Just doing my thug thizzle out here. Just being great. Being great at picking teams.
I don't know why I didn't realize that it wasn't like 16 teams, or I didn't realize only 16 teams make the Stanley Cup playoffs. I thought it was like, well, I thought it was kind of like NBA, where it's like basically it's 8 seeds on this side, 8 seeds on the other. It's 16 teams in total.
And you know why I'm feeling good that my Avalanche could win? We beat the Golden Knights 2 out of 3 during the regular season. We went 50% with Carolina. I just gotta make it past these. I just need 4 wins. 4 wins. If regular season can translate a little bit for me, that'll be 6 games, 4 wins, get to the Stanley Cup. Then I just need to win the 50-50 coin flip, and I have another one picked right. And yes, for all of you who think that we could be bullshitting, there's a video of us throwing the predictions up January 4th, Me picking Rory McIlroy to win.
Yep.
Look, I'm on point.
You could literally go in the archives and see our smiling faces. And the homie, no, because was Visky on that one? I think
I'm
we got
not
his
sure
prediction.
if he's there, but I think we do have his prediction.
Yeah, we had his predictions on there. But yeah, you will at least see these two smiling faces. I had a shirt on that day though. But like, yeah, you see us in there making our predictions. Not AI, not that we didn't come from the future to come back. Like, nah, we like real time said these are the champions. And this nigga basically this nigga been making it happen. Well, it's that way. This nigga been making it happen the whole fucking time.
Hey, and look, and how are we ruling our WWE picks? Do they have to have the belt by the end of the year?
By the end of the year.
Okay.
They have to be holding said title. Same thing with the AEWs. So they have to be holding said title at the end of the year. So just to let y'all basically, I don't know, it's not a peek behind the curtain. It's literally we said it on the show.
Yep.
But I have Braun Breaker and Guta basically being the champs, and I had Bianca and Rhea being the champs, which Bianca's not going to be a champ at the end of the year.
Nope.
And Rhea is currently a champ. And he's a nice looking pregnant. Like I liked how I like Naomi when she was on IG basically doing her pregnancy stuff. Bianca's basically doing really cute pregnancy stuff too. So check them out. Or Naomi already had her baby, but check them out. Nate had Gunta and Jacob Fatu, which close. And then he had Bianca and Jay Cargill as well. So
Jay to get the belt back, they can score something.
She fucking better because I'm like, why the fuck you give her a stable if you basically ain't going?
And then I got Moxley and Willow Nightingale. No, I got Hangman and Athena. You got Moxley and Willow Nightingale, and he got MJF and Mercedes Moné, which MJF is technically hurt right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna see. Well, UFL hasn't passed yet.
No, it's going on right now.
Still going on. Which Rob got Battlehawks. I got Roughnecks. Visky got Brahmas.
Which Brahmas don't even exist anymore.
Yeah, they don't. So he may. Well, no, his pick is disqualified because he ain't been here. So his pick is disqualified.
His pick is for a team that don't exist.
yeah. So his is disqualified. We have Lynx. Rob has the Lynx. I have Mercury. Visky has the Fever.
Y'all go back to the old episodes and see what we predicted.
Oh, Visky could win one though if the Pistons go to the finals. Because the Pistons are still in, and the Spurs are still in. So y'all could one of y'all could potentially get a point here.
Yeah, that's true.
If not to be, one could be knocked off tonight, and one has a series. That's about to come.
And actually, so y'all tell me if this counts. So the homie Nate has in the UFL the Roughnecks. Now there is no Roughnecks in the UFL because I think the Roughnecks used to be Houston, if I'm not mistaken. It's because Dallas was always the Renegades. So y'all tell us if that should count. Like y'all tell us if basically he should be able to get by, even though the team name is the Gamblers now. Because Battlehawks cause law, we don't change shit, and we near the top of the standings, I think. Yeah, because actually the UFL website, I swear, like last year the UFL website had they didn't have their shit on their site. It's like literally it's printed out to a PDF, and basically you go there instead of them actually programming it to where you actually see the shit on the site. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But no, the stats have it like that. So the stats here still have it to where it goes to a PDF instead of it being on a website. Like it's fucking crazy. But yeah. So right now, my STL Battlehawks are number 2 in the UFL. The Houston Gamblers
coming
are 3 and 5
next month.
Yeah.
29th through the 12th.
Yep.
So we got stuff out there.
Yep. But I'm already to be completely honest, I'm already conceding. Like this nigga gonna win it. Like it's done. Like it's over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. Like this nigga won it.
Hey, bro, look, I was on with it. I told about like, look, Indiana, Indiana was there. And look, none would make me happier than if the Mercury went out here. If I got a few, more, if I just get a few more, you know.
I mean, shit. If Carson Beck could actually finish the goddamn job, I would have won one. That nigga wouldn't have won.
Hey, it happens like that. I had no faith in you. I had no faith.
And that's fine. Because you only right to not have faith in that nigga.
Look, everybody was like, he's going to the U. They're going to win. And I was like, Indiana.
Yeah.
I was like, Indiana.
Let's not fool ourselves here.
It's like, it's not happening. And everybody was like, you're wrong. It's like, it's not happening. Sure enough, got it done. They got it done. But with that being said, Bruh Migos podcast, remember, we're always here. Come through every Sunday. We live. Then everything goes up. We have clips, TikTok, everything. Me and Rob, Blue Sky, been better. I've been getting better. Been getting better on them. You can come follow us there. Like, subscribe, share, tell your people about us. Come through, leave topics, anything you want to know, anything you want to hear us talk about, whether it be WWE, NBA. We'll even do some NHL. You know, look, we do it all, baby. We do it all. It's Bruh Migos podcast here. Rob, what you want to say before we get about it?
Nah, man. Good night, Canada. Good night, Taylor Swift. Good night, LeBron. Good night, Moon. Good night, June. Yeah, man. Y'all hit us up on these sites, dog. Like, hit us up. Let us know what you hear. Continue the hate, because we've been getting a good amount of hate. I've been
love it.
Smelling it like it's been all up in my whiffs, all up in my nose. Keep the hate going. I'll make my chest bounce if that helps the hate. I will keep it going for you, for the people. So good night, ladies and gentlemen. All right, like I got you here. All right. And if you want to see more pecs jumping, like, subscribe, and these puppies gonna keep on bouncing.
You see him? He's with the Terry Crews action right now.
Indeed.
With that being